Liam, another 3 points, 9 this in the last 7 days. Can't get much better than that.
Yeah, I say it often. I think credit goes to the players. It's been a tough week physically. The travelling, the level of opposition, the demands of the game, and that's why I'm just so proud of the group. When you look at how they apply themselves, how together they are, terrific. I thought they started really well. We spoke around starting the game positively, and I thought first 20 minutes especially, we played some terrific stuff and caused them some problems. Obviously got the goal, and then I thought what we've really improved that is that being difficult to beat, being compact, owning the middle of the pitch. I think that they're things that the group have done terrifically well, and what's nice to see is from the front we defend, and from the back we attack. So everybody defends, everybody attacks. So the lads have been terrific.
No bad time to score a goal, but both goals actually came at pretty good times. The first one, when you were playing well, and getting that goal is important, because there's been plenty of games here where you obviously haven't been able to get that opening goal, and the second one just sealed things. Yeah,
we've spoken a lot about it this year. Momentum's really important, and it's a really good goal, to be fair, the first one and the second one, to be fair. So I think that's what forget how young we are sometimes. Some of the guys play beyond their years and beyond the number of games they've got under their belt, but what we have got is a group that want to learn, want to get better, and we speak a lot around taking momentum, taking experiences that we've had previously, and the group continue to deliver and improve.
Both goal scorers hadn't actually scored here for some time. Twine, I think, November, and Ice are back in August. So I don't know how much you look into, or they look into things like that, but nice for both of them to get on the score sheet here.
Yeah, and they're both hungry, driven, ambitious. They want to score. They want to contribute in attacking areas, which rightly so they should. And I'm delighted they got the goals today.
Defensively, again, clean sheet, second in a row. That defence just grows in strength, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people forget we've almost had to transition a team slightly in January, and you look at it now. We're defending really well. We're compact. We own the middle of the pitch. We didn't give up too many chances again on target. Obviously, bar the one first half, Jamie made a good save off. But it starts with their attitudes, and I think that's the most pleasing thing when you've got a group that are just fully committed like that.
I know you're not a fan of singling players out. I do, but Troy Parrott today was just exceptional. From the he went off his shirt. I don't know what colour it was when he went off. He was battered and he was pushed, and but he didn't score. He didn't get his goal that maybe he would have craved, but everything else was there.
Yeah, and he's progressively got better. I think when you look at it, he's obviously desperate to score, but we talk a lot around putting the team first, and Troy's in a really good spot from that. He does what the team needs, and the goals will come from him. He has to keep pushing himself, but the biggest thing is what he does for the team. When you look at his work rate out of possession, his threatening the depth, his movement, he's in a good spot, and we have to keep him there. We have to keep pushing and make sure that he sustains that level.
David Kasuma came back in, did well in the middle.
Yeah, no, he did really well. I was pleased with David. He's obviously not played in a little while, so it was a big ask to step up, and I thought he did that. His discipline positionally, is what he brought us defensively, how he broke up play, and then some of his moments in possession. He's really good today. I was pleased with David.
Wigan lost, so you're now level on points with them. And again, I know that the table is not something you're particularly interested in, or say you're not interested in at this point, but keep winning games, just putting that pressure on them.
You like to make me sound negative. No, look, I think it's really important. We game by game, head down. Like I said, as we get into the later stages, it'll be something that we'll speak about, but. There's an element where if you take your eye off the ball, you'll get punished, for me, and that's why it's about the lads staying grounded, which they do. They're a terrific group. They don't get carried away. They're hungry to perform, which is the nice thing. They want to win games, but they also want to perform and do it a certain way, and that's why I say that the culture we've got is really important, and we have to keep that.
I suppose in a similar vein, that this week does send out a massive statement to the rest of the division, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you look at that, I think, like I said, we concentrate internally on what we can control and what we can do, and if teams do that, then so be it. And I think what the guys have got better at is almost stepping up and delivering in big games like that, and delivering in big moments, and managing situations like that where you're never going to play the perfect game. There is going to be moments where you have to defend, you have to block spaces, you have to go slightly longer, and I think the guys have really bought into that, and they've been great.
We say it quite a lot, but this one was a different win to the other two, I suppose, wasn't it? In that from the very start you almost had a chokehold on the game.
Yeah, we spoke about starting well. I think that was especially at home, and again I thought the fans were great today. I think being at home, having not been here for a little while, I thought it was important that we got off to a good start, got on the front foot, and yeah, like I said, I thought the first 20 minutes, especially 25 minutes, there was some really good stuff, some real good bravery, some good quality. I thought in our build-up, I thought we caused them real problems with our tens dropping wide and low, and yeah, it takes the lads, confidence to go and do that, and I think they have to understand how much as a group of staff we believe in them, and keep building on it, keep improving. Obviously, enjoy the moment, but not get carried away, and get ready to go again next week.
Given their run of form of late, I mean, you must be so impressed with how your side just seemingly put Bolton in the shade fairly quickly.
Yeah, I thought we knew it would be a tough game. We knew they were on a really good run. We knew they had some real threats, and I thought we did a good job, especially starting well. I think that makes them a little nervy. I think when we're going through, round and over, and I think that variation then causes uncertainty in them. And I thought the guys have got really good at that in terms of making good decisions. We'll hurt you on the back of you if if that's where the space is. But at the same point, if you don't jump quite right, we'll also try to play through you. And I thought that again comes from the players stepping up and taking accountability to own their decisions, which is it's great to see. I love watching the guys.
5 clean sheets now since Jamie Cumming has come into the team. It's a superb save from him earlier to tip the ball into the upright.
Yeah, really good save. Jay's done really well. I think he's like the group in terms of really consistent emotionally. He doesn't get too high or too low, and he's been huge for us. You see, right at the end of the game, coming and taking a cross off the set piece is one that he has to keep doing. He has to keep being brave. It gives such a level of confidence to the guys in front of him. So he's been really good, and the challenge for any of the guys we've got is keep churning out consistent performances, which he's done so far.
And 8 games unbeaten now. Morale must be at an all-time high within the squad.
Yeah, they're tired right now. Yeah. No, they're in a really good spot. They're such an honest group. They're obviously. We've spoken around confidence, and there's a sweet spot for it. I think you can, a lot of people say about confidence being high. I think sometimes it can be too high, and you can actually then, get into sloppiness or bad habits or overcomplicating things. And I think that's what's nice to see. We're in a sweet spot with that at the minute, and it's my job, it's the staff's job, and it's the players' job ultimately to keep it in that sweet spot, not get too carried away. And the same point, if we lose, not get too low. It's about believing in what we do, how we play in the processes.
There's been some pretty big games lately with Sunderland, and obviously today against the Bolton team that's in form. Is this a good omen ahead of a busy month next month with some big games coming up?
Busy month every month, yeah. I think, to be honest, I haven't even actually looked at the results yet. Obviously we went straight in, spoke to the players, had a chat as a staff, so we'll go in and we'll have a look, obviously. But like I said, it's now giving the players what they need in the next week. I think some need some work, some need some rest. I think it's making sure that we deliver a week that individually all the guys get what they need, and then concentrating on the efforts to go to Rotherham and perform.
So the passage of play where Harry Darling's run contributed to the goal, and then straight on the restart he was able to put in a defensive block. Is it good to see the team be able to keep the focus on making sure that these aren't conceded straight away?
Yeah, I think so. I think like you say, quite often happens, doesn't it, where you score and concede straight after. And again, I think we've got much better at managing what I'd call the grey areas, them areas of uncertainty when it's a counter attack, or we're up against it a little bit. Or I think the guys have really been a lot braver and felt more comfortable in them areas, and are quite clearer, especially out of possession, what our principles are and how we work. And I think that's why we're able in tough periods where you're not going to dominate for 90 minutes, where we're able to see through periods like that.
I felt like there was a bit of that required as well in the second half. There was a bit before Twine's goal where it felt like Bolton was starting to get on top, so it was good to manage that and limit to what chances they could create. Yeah,
I think it's really tough. For me, you're never going to dominate the game for 90 minutes. I think it's really, especially when you look at the level of the league and the teams you play against. Even at the top, teams will have 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes where they're up against it. And I think, like I said, we're in a good spot in terms of how we manage that. I think we're quite clear what we do now. And the nice thing about the group is we still maintain a real threat on the counter, and we still look really dangerous. To then shift it back. And I think that's the one when. The group have got better at shifting the momentum back to us, and like I say, I can't speak highly enough of so many aspects of the game today.